Hey guys, happy Friday. Welcome back to another Bobby Pins Artist Spotlight. Can you feel the spring in the air? I don't know where you are tuning in the world, but it feels like spring here in Houston, okay? Matter of fact, it low-key feels like summer. Okay, I'm guessing it, but it is really nice out. So thank you so much for giving even just a portion of your day to join me here on my platform. Today, I'm really excited to present to you DMV's own Venise Champion. She's going to talk to us about her music, her artistry, how she got into the game, and what's coming up next. So make sure you share this live with a friend right now. Share a friend, tag a friend, send this to somebody. Make sure somebody else joins you to watch this. Also, in the meantime, if you want to learn how to develop your own online brand, if you want to learn how to position yourself to make a profitable and credible online brand, you need to holler at me. Put Yourself On Media Academy is live now, where I am teaching several people how to build their own media brand, how to market their content, how to distribute it, how to monetize it, how to grow their audience, all of these really good things. So make sure you head on over to putyourselfonacademy.com. If you like these types of interviews, why don't you stick around? Go ahead and hit that follow button, all right? And while I go ahead and pull up our guest, again, I ask you, please, would you share this live with a friend right now? Tag somebody who needs to be in the live. Tag them.
Hi,
How are you?
I'm good. How are you guys?
I'm great. I'm great. Yes.
Houston.
It's nice. Where are you? Can you hear me? Can you hear me, boo? Venise. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Did we lose her? Uh-oh. All right, guys. Looks like we're having some technical difficulties, but again, I thank you so much for tuning in live. If you're new here, please go ahead and hit that follow button. Also, if you're watching live and you see a buy a badge button at the bottom of the screen, why don't you go ahead and click that for your girl? I would really appreciate your support. Please go ahead and buy a badge. All right, let's see if we can get our guest back up here. I am not sure what just happened, but we're going to try again because sometimes things happen. All right.
Hey.
Hey, welcome back.
So Houston weather, huh?
Yeah, yes. What part of the world are you in right now?
I am in Washington, D.C. I'm actually in Temple Hills, Maryland right now.
Okay. What's the weather like there?
It could be worse. It could be
Yeah.
worse.
Well, good. That means we are coming out.
Yes. Thank you.
So go ahead and introduce yourself to the people.
Guys, thank you so much. Everyone who's on right now, who's joined, definitely tell a friend. I am Venise Champion. I'm a DMV artist. I've been doing this for a while. So I'm really excited to talk to you guys today about my music, what's going on, what I have coming out. I'm super excited about it.
Yes, so excited, boo. So tell me a little bit about your artistry. You're a vocalist.
I'm a singer, writer. I've been writing for over 15 years. My first single came out in 2002, so it's been a while.
Okay. Yes.
It's been a while. First debut album came out in 2009. So since then, I've just been working on my artistry, just working on my vocals, being a better artist, trying to be a well-rounded artist, picking up instruments. So
okay, instruments. I know that's right. Who are some of your musical influences?
Oh, I know everyone's going to say Jasmine Sullivan and her, which I do love because they're great. They're amazing. Yeah. But I think the reason why they're amazing is because they follow greater artists.
Yeah.
So none of the artists that you see today necessarily were their inspiration. So just like them, mine is Whitney Houston, Sam Cooke.
Ooh.
Yeah, Michael Jackson. I love older music.
Yeah.
Yeah, Whitney Houston definitely top 10. Definitely my favorite.
Yeah, it's such an influence. She's everyone's fave, like you said. So
yeah,
excellent pick. Yeah. Where do you draw your inspiration from for your music?
I don't know. It's always been, for me, it's always been a safe haven. So when all else is going on, like in the middle of this quarantine, I ran to music. Me and my producer said, look at here. I don't care what's going on in the world. The music won't stop.
Yeah.
So everything shut down, and me and him kind of just buckled down. Dave Knox, he actually made top 10 in DC.
Yeah.
This past year. So me and him got together and we started working on a small EP just to get some things rolling before he left to go to California while I'm building my studio here.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, you know, I always put my artists on the spot.
Yeah.
You ready to give us a little tune, a little
Oh,
ditty?
that's the one.
She said, hold my drink. Hold my cocktail.
Do we have any requests? Well, my favorite song right now is Jasmine Sullivan and Her, of course.
I want you to do the one that's gonna give me your real sauce, like the one you're feeling right now. You know, everybody has that song that just like you want to sing that.
Yeah, right now that's the one that's in my spirit.
let's go. That's the one then.
See, I made a profile on Tinder since you left me to be with her. Think that means I'm getting desperate. Wish I could return the sender, but you don't love me no more. I don't even know what for. Now you must want it, something different. Still don't know what I was missing. What you asked, I would've gave. It ain't right how these hoes be winning. Why they be winning? There's no hope for a girl from DC. How come they be winning? Yeah, yeah. I don't wanna be, but you won't make a whole out of me.
I know that's right.
You want some chill. You ready for somebody to go to church?
Yes.
You ready for somebody to go to
she don't
church?
need no instruments. I know that's right, sis. You better get in your bag. That was lit.
Well,
and that song is so deep, so I can see you was feeling that one.
Yeah, that's it.
Okay, but let's talk about your personal life a little bit. I mean, you got a boo.
I do have a boo. I actually was so opposed to relationships for a long time. I had a really bad breakup a while ago, and yeah, I was done with relationships. I'm like, I'm married to my music. That's what I want to do. That's what I want to pursue. I'm not trying to be bogged down with, you know, if you hungry, I ain't hungry. So like, what we gonna eat? But you know, God has a way of putting people in your life that are meant to be there that kind of make you just be better. And so I'm so grateful. Shout out to One Gift Again.
Yes, okay.
Yeah, for always supporting me and definitely being in my corner. You know, this quarantine was difficult. And I'm a Pisces. I'm an artist. I'm a Pisces. I'm a social butterfly. So I felt like my wings were being clipped in the midst of this, you know, this pandemic. So for me, I'm just like, I'm blessed to have somebody in my corner that's willing to promote, support, help me pursue my passions. So it's definitely amazing. I had to get out of my own way and accept love. So
yes, I'm so happy to hear that. Okay. All
Thank
for Black
you.
love, all for feeling loved and being loved. So let's talk about this new project that you've been working on during the pandemic. How was the process?
So the process was actually, it was easy because, again, Dave Knox and I had worked together for about, we worked together back at House Studios in DC, probably about 7 years ago. And so in the midst of this pandemic, I was at a point where mentally I was not in a good headspace. I was just like, okay, I don't know what I'm going to do. Everything's so uncertain right now. I feel like my music is so uncertain. I don't know what's going on. And then I just sat with myself for a couple of days. I was kind of just soaking it all in, praying about it, just trying to decide what I wanted to do. And his name just popped in my head. And I was like, okay, let me reach out to him. I know that he had been doing some other stuff, working with some more prominent artists who are already signed and already in the industry. I didn't know if he would even have time for me. But he dropped everything he was doing. Wow. And he was like, I'm ready. Let's go. So
that's why you got to always shoot your shot.
Always. And he made it really, really comfortable for me. Me and him, he and I were the only ones in the studio most of the time.
Yeah.
Most of the time, just him and I just banging it out.
Nice.
Yeah.
So, what can we expect? Some subject matters. Have you tried
Subject
any?
matters. Well, I did touch on everything that we've gone through because I'd be insensitive if I didn't, as an artist who is recording in the midst of a pandemic and all that we have been going on, all that we have been going through
Yeah.
with the whole Black Lives Matter movement and all of that. So my Pocket of Dreams, my single Pocket of Dreams, came out in November, and that was really my tribute to us. You know, I wanted something for DC. I wanted something that was really, really supporting my people. So I used all Black vendors, Black makeup artists, designers, and everything. Yeah, so that was one of the things I was really, really proud about. So now that I
Popular
got that
dream.
out,
Yes.
now that I got that out and had that moment, I am back to love and, sex, of course.
I know that's right. Listen, it's what the people want.
That's what you got to give the people what
And
they
all these
want.
babies that I'm seeing being born.
Those quarantinis.
Listen, I'm like, dang, you pregnant too? Everybody's pregnant. So listen,
Everybody's pregnant.
I think
So
that's another relatable subject matter.
yeah. Thank God I'm not in that situation, guys. But y'all that are out there doing it, I love you guys. I love you. Keep on making babies.
So what's your next release? When's
My
the
next release is I Apologize. It drops on the 2nd of April. So
Ooh,
guys,
that's
definitely
soon.
look out for that. Yes. I did a little, I did a little love thing, a little late night thing that was in the AM that just dropped about a month ago. And so now I'm releasing I Apologize, which is kind of the after. Yeah, after in the AM, you got some
Somebody
apologizing
always
to
gotta
do.
mess it up. Yeah.
After you in the morning, you got some apologizing to do. So that's the next single, and that's dropping on the 2nd.
Okay. Are there visuals already for that one, or we just doing
Visuals are not in the works for that yet. I'm actually working on my album at the same time, which is Momentum. It's called Momentum. And it's really just, the name came from me just trying to keep up my own expectations for myself. It's not anyone's expectations for me, or it's all the things I wanted to do for myself. So in the midst of a pandemic, not stopping, continue to make music, and keeping the ball rolling, because we all have our moments, where you just want to shut down everything. You don't want to post, you don't want to talk, you don't want to sing, you don't want to write. Even if you want to write, sometimes you have that writer's block and you just like, I'm doing so much and sometimes you question yourself, like, for what? We know why, because you can't stop. It's your passion, right?
Oh yes.
Yes, it's your passion. You'd be remiss if you stopped. You know what I'm saying? That you're doing a disservice to yourself. So for me, after doing this for 15 years, I refuse to give up. I refuse to stop. I've had a single on WPGC 95.5. I had some great, I have some great contacts that constantly reach out and pour into me and give me that feedback that I'm looking for. And so I just plan on soaring.
Yeah.
Soaring.
Yeah. Speaking of networking, what advice would you give other young artists? What have you learned through the years, and what has your experience been of trying to get music on the radio, or working with other producers and other writers?
Well, the problem is I've always wanted to work with more artists here in the DMV, but things just haven't come full circle. What I would say to any artists that are trying to get their songs on the radio, build those relationships, because relationships are everything. Networking, and definitely utilizing those contests that they have online, WPGC and, Doper Note, and, some of those things that our radio stations here actually offer DC artists, because there's not a lot of cities you can go to and get your stuff played. You know what I mean? So definitely reach out, visit the websites, guys. They are always doing contests and promoting artists of the month. So try. Yeah. Nothing beats a failure but a try.
I love that. That. What has been your greatest triumph so far in your career?
Honestly, not giving up, because I've had I've been so but sometimes people's intentions can be a little, a little shysty. So It's just important to have your paperwork in order. People, have your paperwork in order. Get everything in writing. Like, I cannot stress this enough. I am like, I can't work with it. If we don't have any paperwork in line, I can't work, because we have to know like what our plans are, where we're going, how we're going to do things. And it's easy to say, oh, I said this, or I didn't say that, you know, but if you have it in writing, then you have it, you know? So just not giving up. I've been hit for money. So I've come into circumstances where I've lost money and I've made money, you know, but lost more than I made at times. And I felt like, dang, I'm investing so much of my time, my energy, my money, like hard-earned money. Like, I would go to work all night long and then try to be somewhere the next day to perform or, you know, do a show. And it's just like,
independent artist, you're putting in for all of that, right?
I'm sorry?
As an independent artist, you're paying for all of that.
Oh, you're fronting everything. Yeah. It is all out of pocket. There is, unless you can find a sponsor, like Tia Marie, if you can find a sponsor, honey, I need a sponsor.
Right.
But yeah, it's all out of pocket. And so if I was to sit here and calculate how much money I have spent, I wouldn't say lost. I would say spent, because it's an investment. Yeah. If I don't invest in me, no one's going to take me seriously enough to invest in me. So, so for me, it's just one of those things. Like, I don't want to think about how much money I've spent. I just know that it's gone towards me, and that I'm okay with that. Yeah, I'm okay with that.
Lessons learned. I mean, sometimes they're expensive. And I mean, I've talked to multimillionaires who share stories like that. They made different types of bad investments, and they've lost more than I've ever seen in my life. Yeah. But then they make it back. Yeah. And then some. So I like the tenacity. I completely agree. Like, that is the key to all. And there's no like time frame. So I'm excited for you. I love Pocket of Dreams, and I'm looking forward to the next single that you said is coming out April 2nd. Yeah. And then the EP is coming up.
Well, this is part of the EP, and then I'm going to do an actual full album. So
okay. Yes. In other words, that means you need to tap in and follow my girl, only1_Venise. Okay, tap in.
Make sure you guys do.
Yes. Is there anything else we should know, girl?
Producers, I'm right now, I'm in a stage where I'm trying to work closer to home, because flights and all of that. Yeah, the flying thing is kind of, you know, up in the air, and then you're stuck at home for 14 days quarantining after you travel. So if there's any artists that would like to work, definitely follow me, only1_Venise. I write. I don't mind if you write as well, but I'm looking for producers. I'm definitely looking for graphic artists. So definitely get at me.
All right, that's the call, gang. Get in her DMs, do some business. I say this all the time. Follow each other, network. Like, these are very intentional, and you never know how you can help each other, or who can help you, or whatever. So make those connections. And I'm really excited, like I said, to see what you come up with next, girl. I've been watching you for a while. We've been grinding alongside each other for years at this point. So I'm really proud of you for sticking to it and getting better, raising the bar on yourself.
Thank you so much. Yeah, it's been years since Live and Bohemian Cavern.
Yes, girl.
Yeah, so
those aren't even there anymore. That's how long it was.
Oh my gosh, yeah, it's been a while, but yeah, boots to the ground, still working.
Yes, boo. So all right, guys, again, make sure you tap in at only1_Venise. And again, thank you so much for stopping by.
And thank you so much for having me, Bobby.
No problem, girl.
Bye, guys.
Bye, y'all.